Very, very interesting. I'm going to read you guys live. The hostess with the mostest, HTV. Holly Baglio from HTV. Doing everything I'm not supposed to be doing right now. So I got to make this snappy. But I'm going to read you guys something. You got the picture? Okay. So I'm going to read this to you. And then there's something else that Governor Murphy did. I'm going to start testing vaccines on children. Let's read on. This sounds right up my alley. In the 1950s, a fearful America eagerly awaited a vaccine that would help end the surge of polio. In April 1954, a trial of a vaccine developed by Jonas Salk, S-A-L-K, which enrolled 1.8 million children, began in McLean, Virginia. Just 1 year later, researchers announced that the vaccine was safe and effective, and a national program of mass vaccination began. By 1964, polio had almost been eradicated from the country. Almost 70 years later, a fearful America eagerly awaited a vaccine to fight against the novel coronavirus, COVID-19, which causes the illness COVID-19. The first large-scale trials of vaccine candidates have just begun, and hopes are high that one or more will prove safe and effective. But unlike for polio, most of these trials are enrolling only adults, so they will provide no evidence on the safety, effectiveness, or dosing of the vaccines in children. Without data from children, the Food and Drug Administration is unlikely to approve the vaccines for pediatric use. This possibility is unacceptable because children appear to be at lower risk of developing severe COVID-19 or of dying of the disease than adults. They will be first in line to receive a vaccine when one is approved. However, it will be important to move as quickly as possible to vaccinate children for at least 3 reasons. First, although the situation is rare, children can die from novel coronavirus infection or develop serious complications, such as multi-system inflammatory syndrome. Second, children can be important vectors of community spread. Recent studies in JAMA, J-A-M-A, Pediatrics, and the Journal of Pediatrics suggest higher levels of viral shedding among children compared with adults. Finally, a vaccine that establishes immunity in children might make it possible to successfully hold in-person classes without complex, burdensome, and excessive physical distancing and other measures. Hey, Kimberly, I love you, sweetheart. It's buffering. I can't stay inside. I'll get a copyright strike. Is this better? Completely stuck at 52 seconds still. Shoot. Hey, then should I shut this down and start over? Hey, Jeff. Oh, it's stuck? What do I do? Hey, Roxanne, did you guys catch the beginning of it? I'm on a time constraint here. What I'm reading you is from a newspaper in New Jersey. Kristen Browning, go to Diamond Disc and scroll to Beautification about a couple months ago. Okay, it's working. Okay, guys, let me finish reading this. Okay, so this is a news article, right? It's time to start testing vaccines on children, so the FDA is coming for your children. I say our children, but your children, they're coming. The FDA is. Listen to this article. And I don't read newspapers or watch TV, but this one caught my attention. Oh, I gotta tell you who I met today. I was talking to somebody that was speaking to me about Delta forces and what's going on and what's true and what's not true. They said they'd be back to speak to me. They said they'd come back and speak to me. We discussed Pizzagate, and when I said, well, I'm a survivor of Pizzagate, I said first I have a vested interest in all this child trafficking. Later in the conversation, he told me to go on to Fall Cabal, F-A-L-L, Cabal, C-A-B-A-L. The very important one, there's like 10 series to it. He said, get part 5, but you're going to have to like type out the name and then put part 5 in it. But there's 10 videos, so it's Fall Cabal. But anyway, I said to the guy, I said, listen, I'm a Pizzagate survivor. What? I said, I'm a Pizzagate survivor. This is, you're touching at home right here. And, I trained with Russ Dizdar, and my name is Holly Baglio. And I think he actually shook my hand and looked me in the eyes. And, I can't remember. That was somebody else that shook my hand. Anyway, so, and I don't talk about this stuff, but anyway, let me get back to reading this article. Extreme Reality Check is a great channel. I think I might already follow them. I'm like subscribed to about 700 people. I follow a lot. Okay, so let me get back to this article about the FDA coming for our children. Finally, a vaccine that establishes immunity in children might make it possible to successfully hold in-person classes without other men. Precedent and FDA testimony suggests that the agency will not be willing to approve a vaccine in children or even authorize its emergency use without supportive data from pediatric trials. The agency has noted in its guidance document on the development and licensure of coronavirus vaccines that safety and effect between children and adults. Furthermore, children are not just little adults. Given the variation in size and development across childhood, the agency will want to see data from children across the age range. We also cannot assume that the dose chosen for use in adults will be the same as the dose required for children. For example, because of their size, young children might require smaller doses than older children and adults. In the face of substantial public mistrust, winning the confidence of parents will depend on evidence of safety derived from studies in children. Despite the urgent need for pediatric data, few trials are recruiting or have announced plans to recruit children. Despite the urgent need for pediatric data, few trials are recruiting or have announced plans to recruit children. Neither of the two late phase trials open in the United States, one from Moderna and one from collaboration between Pfizer and BioNTech, BioNTECK, is enrolling children. Pfizer, you bought out Pharmacia. I was there for that. You're enrolling children, you sick puppies, to say the least. The sponsors of these trials have not made their pediatric development plans public. In contrast, AstraZeneca, which plans to open a large U.S. trial of its candidate vaccine in the coming weeks, is enrolling children as young as 5 in a separate ongoing study in the United Kingdom. As a result, it might become the first company with a vaccine at advanced stages of development to produce pediatric data that could be used for approval decisions. Overall, however, generating the data to inform the FDA's decisions about vaccine approval for children remain unclear. To be sure, there are valid ethical and practical reasons to wait for data from adult trials before beginning trials with children. Because of children's vulnerability and the fact that they cannot consent, it is important to minimize the risks to which they are exposed in research. Data from adults helps ensure that pediatric trials are as safe as possible and reduce the possibility that children be exposed to an ineffective vaccine. Thank you, Kristen. Given the extreme protections needed, research with children is extremely complex and expensive. Oh, I bet it is. It's expensive to those kids. In light of the global emergency, these factors justify at most modest delays in pursuing pediatric trials. The lack of data and the resulting inability to approve or authorize vaccines for pediatric use will be bad for children, but this will be bad for adults, both because of the role children play in spreading the disease and because we will need to get children back to school for the sake of their working parents. What about they need relationships with each other first and foremost? To avoid these consequences, companies, the National Institutes of Health and the FDA, National Institutes of Health and the FDA must work together to develop plans that will allow the expeditious study and subsequent approval of safe and effective vaccines for pediatric use. They're coming for your kids, folks. The lack of pediatric data and the resulting inability to approve or authorize vaccines for pediatric use will be bad for children, but this will also be bad for adults. My flippin' foot. Oh, and you know what? As far as Governor Murphy, let's rat on him. I thought I brought that out with me. Shoot. Where was it? I can't. Shoot. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, no. I didn't bring it out with me. It's in it. And I can't bring it in with. I heard of children. School get a ball with their name on it. I have to stand a screen. What a pack of lies in the article. I know, right, Kimberly? Right? I was appalled. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, there's this thing going on with Governor Murphy, and I have his information. Can you guys give me 1 second? Don't go anywhere. Just stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Okay, get this. We're going to Governor Murphy. All right. Only a knucklehead would shoot a bear, right? In New Jersey, a hunter can shoot a black bear with a bow and arrow, shotgun, or even a muzzle loader. Hunters can kill bears of any age, size, or sex. This includes mother bears and their cubs. Often hunters kill both the mother bear and her cub for trophies. And they do it by feeding them for months in order to gain their trust, only to shoot them on opening day. There's only one person with the authority to stop the bear hunt, and that's Governor Murphy. And while the governor promised to stop the hunt, he never did, even though the majority of residents want bear-human conflicts managed humanely. Bears are timid animals who are afraid of humans, and the proven solution to any conflict is public education and proper garbage containment. Please contact the governor today. I'm asking, contact him. Tell him to stop this cruel hunt and speak out for these gentle giants who have no voice. I pray for animals, domestic and wild. Guys, contact Governor Murphy today. Not tomorrow, not later. Today. Tell him to keep his promise and stop the black bear trophy hunt at Gov Murphy. GOVMURPHY. Hashtag Save NJ Bears. Learn more at www.savenewjerseybears.com. You know what? I'm going to go get Governor Murphy's phone number, and I'm going to give it to you guys to make it easier for you to contact him to knock this off. And while you're at it with the bear hunt, there's a few more issues. So I'm going to take it up with him. But for now, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for letting me read you a pack of lies that's in the newspaper. But the one thing that's not a lie is, yes, the National Institutes of Health and the FDA are in fact coming for your children, our children, all of us. And we're the front lines, guys. I think I waited all my life for this period of time to happen in my life. And I'm going down fighting. And I'm taking every I can with me when I go. Wow, baiting the hunt, right? That's sick. Wildlife of the woo. All right, guys, it's great to see you. I love you so much, but I do have to run because I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble for this one. But since I was, ratting out the FDA and the National Institutes of Health for coming after our children, I'm sure my punishment will be very lenient. All right, guys, I love you. I'll push you on a peck and a hug around the neck. I'll see you later. Probably later. Because I don't know when. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going. You guys are always, taking up my time, cramping my style, hanging on me, being clingy. Man, I can't take it anymore. I got to go. You guys got to give me some time alone, all right? I'm surprised you're not sick of me anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Bad attempt at a poor joke. I know. I love you guys, and honestly, there's no other place I'd want to be than hanging out with you guys. And you guys are the highlight of my life. The best part of me are my friends. You're not fans, you're friends. I don't want fans, I want friends. You're not fans. You're my friends. You're my loved ones. And that's what I want in my life, is loved ones in my life. I'm not big on fans. So you're stuck with me, Kristen. You're stuck with me being your friend. I hope you don't mind. Good. Good, Kristen, because I love you. I love you as my friend and as my sister. That was a near miss with me flipping into an angry episode. Yeah, I'm sorry for my angry episode on my live stream, too, yesterday. But, yeah. Anyway. I'm human. Thank heavens Jesus can forgive us. And remember, Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh's Heavenly Abba's Logos is still living. His word still lives, and you can still get cured and healed through his word. By hearing his word and by reading his word, you can physically, mentally, and emotionally get cured and healed because his word is still living. Keep that in mind. Second thing to keep in mind is remember the authority and power and strength you have. And I forget what psalm, and I forget exactly what it says, but it goes something to the effect of, there's going to be 1,000 that fall by your right hand and 10,000 that fall by your side. Just keep walking with Heavenly Abba in a personal, intimate, active relationship. And the only way to Heavenly Abba is through you. I support targeted people, and my internet issues happen most often with your videos, it seems. So all the more reason to support you, because I love you, Kimberly. Yeah, there's certain phone calls I can't make. They're interrupted all the time. It doesn't matter if I have a VPN or if I even go off of somebody else's internet, tap into somebody else. It doesn't matter. They got implants in me. I'm not going anywhere. But anyway, guys, remember that your faith is strong enough to crush this virus, whatever it is, man-made or not. Addie, I love you, sweetie pie. I love you, I love you. Come on over and join us. Oh, I want to hang out with the Resistance chicks and you. I can't. I'm at my work for food right now. I'm not even supposed to be doing this. If I get caught, I'm going to get in trouble. So, you know what? I'm going to go back inside, and I'm going to go get my friend that's sitting there inside, and we're going to plot and plan how to make funny skits. And I told him the rules. I said, number one, I get to put it on HTV. Number two, you don't get to tell your friends or anybody who ever asks where we are. You can't tell them where we are. Number two, we got to get someone to hold the camera. Now I got a second person in on it. Oh yeah, and the rules are I get to put it up on YouTube. So no names, no locations, but we're going to start doing funny skits. So, alright guys, I love you. Yeah, I better get going now before I get caught red-handed with my hand in the cookie jar, goofing off when I'm supposed to be like cooking eggs or cutting rolls or peeling potatoes or something like that. Oh, my ball, I gotta tell you something funny. I gotta leave it on a funny note because we were talking about the children and the FDA coming after them. So I was making fun of somebody. I shouldn't have, but they were being a dodo and they did something like a dodo does. So I go on the security camera and I'm like, so I fix the issue that was dodoed, right? I fix it. And all of a sudden the phone rings. I'm like, yep. He's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. I'm like, just it was a dodo moment. You know how I have my Holly moments? So anyway, I thought, if he caught that moment, so I've been hopping in the camera seeing if he looks again, because I've been kissing my muscles, flexing. So, all right, well, I gotta go find some sort of trouble to get into. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy first day of the week. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe, and I'm praying with and for you. And you guys are like the complete highlight, not only of my day, but of my life. Like really, I've waited all my life to get here to where we are in this moment and place and time. And you guys are here too. Like this is absolutely a dream come true. I know we're looking at things and shite's about to hit the fan, but I'm glad I'm here with you guys. All right, I'm out. I'm going. Yeah, me and my long goodbyes. They take like 2 hours, longer than the show itself. And that's a wrap for I Want My HTV. And your hostess with the mostess is signing off to go start fires in the kitchen. I'm going to be the one that turns up the heat in the kitchen for other people not to be able to handle it. No, I'm kidding. Bye.